Hey, what's up guys, Masha here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a brand new case and what that really means for investing. We got to talk about the cases that are currently in the prime drop pool, the non-prime drop pool, what cases may have potentially been moved around, and a couple other things. But before we hop on into it, we are almost at 5,000. We're pretty much on the brink of it right now. So if you guys could help me out, hit that subscribe button. Discord's the top link in the description. Let's hop on into it. First up here, I just want to quickly talk about the snakebite case. Now, the snakebite case isn't too significant. The only thing that really matters about it is that the gloves that it has are the same gloves from Broken Fang. And this is very significant. This brings a lot of people that are quick selling their Broken Fang cases. Now, personally, I am not going to quick sell mine. I feel like if you're quick selling at this point, you're probably going to end up just around breaking even in 6 months-ish. I feel like the price is probably going to drop down maybe slightly more, but I can't really see the price going down to lower than 50 to 60 cents here. I think in my eyes it's better to just hang on to it. You've already at this point lost the majority of what you're going to lose, and I think it's probably just a lot safer option just to keep on holding your cases rather than sell them now. I mean, 2/3 of the price is 67 cents and we were already up at $1. I just feel like at this point you might as well hold on to them. Also, another quick note in there, it's pretty obvious, but obviously don't buy the snakebite case if you're looking to make some profit on it right now. The price is going to keep on continuing down. Don't buy. It's a terrible investment to make. I feel like that's pretty obvious, but I just want to throw it out there that this case will eventually end up under $1 and most likely under 50 cents. And then we could talk about potentially investing into it for the future, but right now it's an absolute no in buying this unless you're trying to unbox something like the AK Slate right away. But now we get to the very important part. We're going to be talking about the drop pools, and man, do we have a lot to go over here. It looks like a very significant change. First off, we got the snakebite going into the prime drop pool. That's not very important. But one of the cases that was in the prime drop pool has now left the prime drop pool. And what's even significant, more significant, is that it didn't go to the non-prime drop pool. It went to the rare drop pool. Now, this is extremely rare that we see something like this, but we have seen the Prisma case go all the way from the prime drop pool into the rare drop pool. Now, this is a huge deal for investing. If you picked up some of these when I suggested it just a little bit ago, I would definitely say you're going to be sitting pretty the next couple months. Now, the price has not yet risen a ton. We're currently into the 9 to 10 cent range, but what's even more significant is that it's the most listed item in CSGO. So it is going to take some time for it to actually develop into an investment where the price is not just overly inflated by the hype. Right now, there's over 1 million of these in circulation easily, so a 9-cent price point might be a little bit more high. There's just a lot of people who are trying to get in on the hype right now. People are starting to realize that this case is the one that was pulled, and I could definitely see this price sitting around the 9 to 10 cent range for a while here. But at the same time, if people are still trying to buy up tons of these, we could definitely see the price go to maybe 12, 13 cents. We saw this with the CS20 case when it was moved into the non-prime drop pool, how people were very invested into it, and we saw a huge peak there, and then it started to collapse as people realized that this case is just not something they really wanted and something that's still in the game. And that's something you really have to realize with your investing into the Prisma case. You have to realize there's almost 1 million of these out there, and that's something I feel like a lot of people are failing to recognize, that even though there is now a case in the rare drop pool that was not there before, this case was in the prime drop pool for a heck of a long time, and there's a heck of a lot of these out there. People cannot reliably push up the price this quickly without a small downfall ahead, and it's something you just got to keep your mind on. Now, 9 cents isn't that high of a price just because we've seen cases like the CS20 where it was pushed up to 20-ish cents before it came back down, and that was just with the CS20 when there wasn't a ton available. I definitely think that if we're going to push this price up to that level, it's going to come down very hard because there is so many of these out there. But with that being said, this is definitely a good one to pick up if you're on the hunt for a good case to invest into. I think you definitely need to buy it for the right price though. There's no reason to overpay for this one right now. There's still a ton of these in circulation, and the people are not going to be unboxing the Prisma case as often as they're going to be unboxing cases like the Prisma 2 or the Snakebite case. Snakebite, Fracture, and Clutch are three that are very important to people unboxing cases, and the Prisma case isn't going to take precedent over all of those just because it's in the rare drop pool now. Kind of just restating what I said before, but people are often blinded by when something like this happens. They are just blinded by the fact that it's in the rare drop pool now, and they see that the price is only 9 cents to get on a case that's in the rare drop pool, and it will go up over time. That's pretty much a guarantee. We see it with all the rare drop pool cases, but the thing is, it may not be the best thing to invest into. We've seen it before where these rare cases just don't increase very much because there's no demand for the case, and the case itself isn't that great. I mean, no offense, but I don't think anyone's really unboxing it for the 5/7 Angry Mob. The Emperor is decent, and there's some pinks in there that you could argue that are okay, but the Op Aetherus is the only of the purples and blues that are even significant. I think people need to realize that this case is now in the rare drop pool, but that does not make it very, very good, and I think that some people that are under the perception that it's very, very good are going to be pretty disappointed. Also, just throwing it in here at the end, I'm really surprised the RMR capsules are remaining in the game. That's honestly a huge shock to me. I could have sworn they would take them out, but they have kept them in, and that's going to really hurt the people who invested into them moving forward. But I think at this point, a lot of the people who have bought them are already going to be invested into them, and I can't see a ton of people buying more now. But it's just something to keep in mind. But man, it kind of stings that they weren't taken out because we could have seen a pretty nice profit pretty quickly, but I think this is just going to push us back maybe a couple months. But I still see a pretty good future for the RMR capsules. It's just going to take more time. But as always, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This is a huge investing update, and we didn't really go over a ton other than the cases themselves. But man, if you guys are not already invested into these cases, I mean, I suggested the Prisma case a while ago, I'm just saying. But as always, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.